So, apparently this is a series now. Talking way too much about my personal life, making it really awkward for the people I know and for me myself, and oversharing on the internet. Because that's what we do best here at this channel. I'm proud of that. So here we go. My embarrassing love stories, part 2. Let's do it. Let's embarrass myself. I love doing that. Okay, so there was this guy. Let's call him Bob. Because he was a typical Bob. Like everything that you would imagine a Bob would be, that's him. And no offense to the Bobs out there. He did not have any deep thoughts, or at least at the time he didn't. And he was into computers and video games, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that was his main passion and main goal of life. It's like, okay, you're a teenager. I just felt more mature than him, but whatever. This is how the story started. We were classmates and it was our final year of school. And I don't know, he just started making me compliments and gifting me flowers and candy, especially when it was a holiday. Like, I thought, okay, well, he's being cute. Whatever, it's not gonna lead anywhere. And then one day he asks me if he could walk me home. And this happened to me a couple times with other people. And it's like, okay, been there, done that. I'm gonna put a smile on my face. It's a one-time thing, it's not a big deal. Then he walks me directly to my door. And it felt like a violation of my personal space a little. And then this kept on happening. Time after time, day after day, he would walk me home, and it was just such a burden for me. Because I was constantly trying to be someone I wasn't. Because I'm always too nice, and it hurts me most of the time. Here comes the embarrassing part. Okay, so this one time, our teacher told us that we could go home early if we finished the task early. Bob finished the task early. I'm being so annoying right now. So he finished the task early and he left, and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna go home alone. Finally, it's not gonna be miserable. So I stay till the bell rings, till the very last minute, and I go out of school and I look around to make sure that no one, specifically Bob, is here. And I did not see anyone. I was so happy. I was literally floating. I was about to take off and fly because I was so relieved. And I walk a couple steps, turn around the corner, and I see him. He was basically hiding from me. He stood there knowing that I was going to pass, because this is my path that I usually take home. He knew exactly where to meet me. And it's so annoying. And he was doing something on his phone, so his attention was fully focused on his phone, thankfully, and I took advantage of that. I turned around and went the other way. But he could still see me if he wanted to, so I was constantly looking back to see if I was caught. And so yeah, I was walking, and then I crossed the road, and I was about to turn the corner where he wouldn't see me at all, and then I see his head from a far distance, and apparently he was looking at me, but I wasn't sure because it was so far away, and I'm like, whatever, and I just left. Next day he comes up to me and asks, hey, why did you leave me there yesterday? What happened yesterday? Are you uncomfortable walking with me? Are you insecure? What happened? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine walking with you. It's great. It's just so good. I just needed to buy bread. I really needed to buy bread that day. And I couldn't have bought bread if I didn't take the other path. Because I needed to go to that exact store and buy bread. Yeah, I just really needed to buy bread. And he was like, oh, I thought I was the problem. And I'm like, no, how could you think that? And like, no, it's fine. fine, it's all good. And inside I'm like, I hate this so much, I hate this so much, I hate this so much. So bad. So bad. So this other time, he was walking me home and it started raining and neither of us had an umbrella, so I put like a bag or something over my head. And there we were, running under the rain, and he was like, let me give you my jacket. I'm like, no. And he's like, let me give you my jacket. I'm like, no. Take it, no, take it, no, take it, no. And we were screaming at each other. It got louder and louder till the point where strangers were looking at us and it was really awkward. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. So I held the jacket over my head and we ran together. And later on, it just got me thinking, this is the moment I've been dreaming of ever since I was a child. Because it literally seems like a scene from a movie. Some kind of a romantic movie. You know, like it's raining, she's cold, he gives her his jacket. And in reality, I got pretty much the same, but with the person that I had no attraction towards. So, yeah. A bummer. But no hate towards him. We were kids. So eventually we broke up, even though we actually never existed together as a couple. No, never, don't want. But it was really awkward because he was still my classmate, and every day he would see me and he would still look at me in a special way, and I hated that. I hated every time that our eyes would meet, intentionally or on purpose, because sometimes, wait, that's the same thing. Accidentally or on purpose, because sometimes he would do it on purpose, and I hated that. I hated that. Okay. Number 1, try not to be too nice to people. It will honestly just hurt you in the end. Number 2, try to spend as little time as possible with the people that you couldn't care less about. Sorry. Okay, so have a good day. Bye. I've embarrassed myself enough today.